Are you trying to put these people in a trance? How is that a good song? I mean, come on.
That is a great song.
Well, you're brainwashed. Are you on Adderall? What's going on there?
Not today. Any given day, it's different around here.
Wow.
I am. You have my number.
Is there a Walgreens around here?
There is. There are many. Now, wait, what is this on your head, Pauly Shore, who is playing the funny bone tonight for 2 shows and tomorrow night 2 shows? What is that on your head? Don't make fun of me. There is a mirror out there.
I'm your guest. You're supposed to be nice.
I love you. You know,
he dresses up for interviews.
He does.
He shines up well, doesn't he, folks?
Greg Aidala sitting in for Bill Fox. He's off for the day at 8:34 with today's B95.5. So we've got some great entertainment. You're in town for tonight.
I think you need your own talk show for sure.
Yeah.
No, seriously. Like you're like Oprah. You're like really into it. You know what I mean?
The Oprah that you'd go out and have a beer with before the show, during and after.
It'd be a great show. I'd watch that. For sure.
Boy, it's
listen.
definitely
I'm just happy.
show.
What's the main host guy's name?
Bill Fox.
I'm just happy he's here in spirit.
He is with us.
Yeah, I'm just, you know.
So I actually have been heavily influenced by you from back in the day, many of your movies. In fact, I want to tell you, I served on a jury. Thank goodness it was before Jury Duty came out. And I saw Jury Duty after, and I was like, oh, if I'd have seen that movie before, I probably would have pulled some antics in there in that room where we were sequestered. So
what was Jury Duty like?
Jury Duty was really boring. It took like 5 hours to make one statement. It was about, believe it or not, back in the 90s when I was on a jury, it was a...
Can we switch the subject and go into something a little, like talk about like Albany?
We can talk about anything you want to talk about.
Look at you. You're so positive. Why don't you ask me some questions? Because you're not here all the time. You don't ever let him speak.
No.
Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, the way you're being here is a little bit disrespectful to the gentleman. No, let me just say something. Let me say something.
True.
Okay, because he's never here. He doesn't get a chance. You should let him run with the interview.
Suzy,
no, I'm just kidding.
I know you're just kidding.
Okay, sorry.
We love you.
We can talk about Jury Duty if you want.
Oh, no. Greg actually...
Keep talking about Jury Duty if you like.
It was just extremely...
As people are turning off the knob right now, going to other channels.
Would have been more exciting. Okay. But Greg actually does have...
a couple questions.
Yes.
Well, no, I was thinking, I was like, I've been to the Comedy Store, and, when I was in college, that's when, we're roughly the same age, and it's like, this is great. This character came along. I was like, who is this guy? And it was great learning about you, and I don't know if we can say too much on air, but you've got so much comedy in your blood, all right? And that's why I love being around.
It's not in my show tonight at the the Albany Funny Bone. I need to have it somehow ooze out of me. No.
Yeah, if you YouTube it, you'd be like, ticket sales down this weekend?
Yeah.
Or there you go.
So go on, I apologize.
No, it's totally cool. Yeah. Do you have any, like, who? I had a couple questions for you. Like, one is, was there somebody that rose to fame that you saw that you didn't expect to rise to fame, like comedy-wise? Was there somebody that completely took you by surprise that you saw, like, growing up? Was there anyone? Just wondering, like, it was a comedian to a comedian.
Well, there's guys out there that never made it that I'm surprised that never made it.
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
Like,
those type of people too.
That's just... and then there's guys that have made it that, that like, are you're going, wow, and it's guys that are still out there doing great, so I'm trying to think. You can kind of tell a star, you know what I mean? And in the 80s, when like Howie Mandel was there and Roseanne and Paul Rodriguez and Arsenio, you kind of knew, you know what I mean? Because it was all kind of like,
it's happening.
Teed up and it's happening. Yeah. So, You
got any, one of my favorite comedians was Bill Hicks. Do you have any like that you can say on the air between Hicks or Kinison?
I liked Bill Hicks, but I was on the Kinison side.
Yeah.
I thought Sam was. I don't want to say funnier because that's just in my opinion. He made me laugh. Like Bill Hicks, I thought was a brilliant comic, but he wasn't for me.
I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah,
because even if you watch like Bill Hicks's documentary, like it's good, and you watch all his stand-up, but it's very like. It's like spoken word type stuff.
It is. He editorializes it. It can be dark, and Kinison definitely lightens up
jokes.
the mood.
Yeah, he had jokes, and But the thing is, the difference between Bill Hicks and Sam Kinison is, to me, Sam was just funny, just by himself, like on stage. He just looked funny. Yeah. He sounded funny. He walked funny. He talked funny. Bill Hicks was funny, but his material was kind of funny, but I don't think he was that funny.
Right. I know what you're saying about that. Absolutely.
And that's why I think he never, because he had every opportunity to hit.
Yeah, he did.
He was there. You know?
He was right there on the cusp. Very true.
Rod, back to you. Sorry. Okay. Now you're like waving.
I want to know the most fun movie you ever made. What was the best experience?
Probably Biodome.
I loved that movie.
Whoa.
Yeah?
I did.
Just getting all excited over there.
I know. No. Do you understand the 90s?
Yeah, because Biodome to me was like, it was like that time, because every time before I went into a movie, I always kind of prepare, you learn the lines and then you say like, well, how do you want to come across? And for Biodome, I was like, I just want to be like just out of my mind. You know what I mean? Yeah. I said, I know people are going to like hate this or love this or, I know I'm going to affect people because I'm going to just be just totally out of my mind. And that was kind of what I told myself before I did that.
But you always got the girl.
Yeah,
at the end.
Well, yeah, we got the girl at the end. But last night I'd flown in last night from Los Angeles and I got in, I do what I normally do. I wash my face, I brush my teeth, I put on my boxers, my t-shirt, start channel surfing. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm in my big cozy bed, and I go to CMT, and Encino Man was on last night. I
was going to say Encino Man.
Yeah, it was on last night, and I hadn't seen it in years. So I was watching it, and I'm like, yeah, this is really a good movie.
Dude, Encino Man rocks.
Yeah, it was good because there was I like the dramaticness of it. I like about the friendship and the caveman, and it's a silly subject, but I mean, it was about friendship and all that, and I thought it was really cool, and I thought it was well directed as well, and.
No, Encino Man was a fun one. Absolutely, yeah.
All right, so any other stand-up stories from the road that stand out that you'd like to tell us about?
Yeah, because let me interject that, because you like the road more. I know that much about you. And I know that, L.A., and I remember not too long ago, I saw your episode on Cribs, actually. Nice. And I know that you're more, and we were talking about this earlier, because I said there's one thing that I relate to him with is being on the road. It's that freedom. It's the creativity. It's you never know what to expect around any corner. It's always great to come home, but the road is great.
There's just, I grew up in Los Angeles. I grew up at the Comedy Store. I went to Beverly Hills High School. I grew up with celebrities. I grew up in that world.
Yeah.
So Sam Kinison was the first one to take me out to America, like when I was 19 years old, to open for him. I toured with him for a long time, and he was the first person to take me out to Middle America. To me, it was like, farmers and that whole thing, and I really it really stuck. Yeah. And that's when I got Totally Pauly, and Totally Pauly on MTV was very much running around America and stuff like that. So awesome. I really liked, I really liked, I like America and I like people, and it's and
there's a great resurgence. It's great, the Funny Bone, because you're at the Funny Bone. A Funny Bone comes in, and it's this, great. And I've been touring my showcase for 10 years, and it's great just to see people really, really getting involved and really, really loving again live performances. I'm a vaudevillian at heart. It's great, especially just to come out.
It's good for me. It's good for my spirit, because when I'm on stage and people are laughing, that makes me laugh.
Yeah.
And everyone knows laughter is the best medicine in the world.
True.
Because if you can laugh and let go, you leave feeling lighter. To me on stage, it's a stress reliever.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, how do you do it? I'm like, how do I not do it? For me, I have to go on stage. Otherwise, I'll just be, I don't want to say miserable, but I'll be stressed out all the time.
Absolutely. I know I can empathize with that.
Yeah.
100%.
So and I'm very fortunate that I have an audience out there that comes and sees me when I travel all over America. And it's like this instant love. There's this connection. They grew up with me, they feel me, were affected by me.
Yeah. And
it's just nice to have that still, So.
Absolutely. It's very cool. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Did you ever meet Elvis?
Yes.
You did. Can I tell people a little bit? Well, Pauly's father's, most people know, or if you don't know, Sammy Shore, famous comedian, still performing. And he used to open for Elvis Presley. Yeah. And the Colonel handpicked him, and your father was the comeback years, 69 to 72.
Yeah.
I, as an Elvis fan, first preset on my satellite.
Wow.
How do you remember that experience?
I just remember the feeling of being around him. I don't remember specifically because I was little.
Yeah.
I was like 4 or something.
Yeah, I knew you.
Yeah, even younger than that. But I just remember, the excitement.
Yeah.
And I also know that Lisa Marie and me have the same birthday. That's cool. And we're born on the same day. So it's February 1st, 1968.
Nice.
So we were born at the same time when my dad was working with Elvis.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So what did it feel like being around Elvis? You said you remember the feeling.
Yeah. I don't know. Just like, mayhem, just like mayhem and fun,
Fun.
Yeah.
He took care of the people around him, I understand.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So you're at the Funny Bone tonight, 7:30 and 10, 7 and 10 tomorrow night. Tickets at funnybone.com. Can you hang out for a few minutes?
Yeah, I'll hang out, but I am looking for a ride.
Well, we'll find you
tomorrow
a ride for
night
sure.
Around 11:30 if someone's driving to New York.
We will find you somebody.
Do people, maybe there's like some crackheads out there that are like go to New York late at night. They like to show up around 2.
Well,
I do know people who own car services.
Yeah, I might just take a car service.
I'm positive we'll come up with
if there's any car services out there, hit us up and let me know.
Thank you, Scott. We're going to chat more with Pauly Shore, playing shows at the Funny Bone at funnybone.com. Get your tickets 7:30 tonight, 10 o'clock tonight, 7 and 10 tomorrow night. B95.com also has info. We'll chat with him in about 7 minutes with today's B95.5. Today's B95.5, one great song after another, waiting on the world to change.
So good.
John Mayer, how you doing, Pauly Shore, who's playing the Funny Bone this weekend? You feeling all right?
We were just kibitzing.
I love kibitzing. I'm a member of the tribe.
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't know if you knew that.
That's good, yeah.
Yes.
Is that a snack?
I celebrate Hanukkah and Passover. Even though my last name is Garcia, that's a marriage thing. So, yes. Anyway, that's off course. Listen, I just linked up to your website.
You went to LinkedIn?
Not on LinkedIn, but I went to you online and put it on our Facebook page. And you can link to that via B95.com. Your website features Pauly Shore Stands Alone, the Best Picture documentary. Tell me about that.
Wow.
That's pretty exciting.
No, it was a
documentary.
No, it's actually a documentary I did for Showtime. And it just came out last year, and it's been playing all year on Showtime, and it's just a slice of life. It's on the road. It's it was the raw. I was inspired kind of by that documentary, Searching for Sugarman.
Yes,
I don't know if you saw that, Rodriguez. Yeah,
yes,
he was it was kind of like that.
Wildly popular in what country? Was it South Africa?
Yeah,
I did see that, but I don't remember.
So that's out.
You're drunk.
That's out on Showtime now on demand, and it's playing. And
okay. If you don't have Showtime, does Crackle feature it? I thought I heard you say no.
No, we're doing some other stuff with them. Yeah,
yeah. Just talk more, Pauly. You can find out all about Pauly Shore on PaulyShore.com.
And my Snapchat too. I'll be Snapchatting all over Albany this weekend.
Snapchatting that. But you got a great podcast, and you got something worked out that you're coming out with videos from your podcast. And you're working through Crackle.
Yeah, I have a Crackle's the same site that does the Gary or the
Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld. Yeah. So I made a deal making a deal with them right now. Basically, I shot and produced all these kind of interviews with great comedians, Judd Apatow, and I don't know. There's some really great names.
Gary Shanley,
a lot of different people. So the videos are going to be out this year, sometime on Crackle. So they're ready to go and they're finished and. They're all posted up. So
just curious, when did you shoot with Gary Shandling?
That was before he passed away.
It was like a weekend at Bernie's thing.
Before he passed away. Yeah,
but no, seriously.
I don't know. It was a while. I don't know, a year ago or whatever it was.
So sad.
Yeah.
Yes.
You and Jury Duty, Gary Shandling's death.
I just want to bring everybody down.
Like, Jesus.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Yeah. Way to go.
I know, that's what I'm all about. Just like bring on the black balloons.
I know.
Are you excited? You're playing these. You got a great tour coming up this summer because I know you're going all the way, like pretty much down the East Coast.
Yeah, I'm also doing the 90s Fest, which is going to be all over.
What about that?
If you Google Pauly Shore 90s Fest, you'll see it's I did it last year in Brooklyn. And it did really well, and I'm the host.
With the music?
Yeah, it's all music, yeah. So it's like we'll be in Columbus, Ohio, Pittsburgh, New York, and New Jersey.
Dude, Kid and Play's on that, right? Something?
No, Kid and Play's not on that one.
I thought they were.
No, this is all music. It's, I don't know, it's, all the, Salt and Pepper and, Coolio and
that's
Naughty by Nature and stuff like that.
That'll be sweet.
So
that'll be fun. People really enjoy that.
Yeah.
So that's in New York, New York and New Jersey coming
that's
up
awesome.
soon.
That's where that was in Jersey, too.
Nice. You want to hang out some more, and I'm just going to hit some more.
Well, I got to go because I got to get some sleep. Yeah,
I understand.
It's time. I've been up. I mean, you guys are great, but I mean, I love you, but you understand.
We love you more. So, Pauly,
because I flew in from Los Angeles last night, and so that's a far.
Yeah,
plus I fly coach.
No.
Yes.
Listen, one time in my life, I was bumped up to first class, and I saw how the other half lives.
It's not that great.
It's not. Victor Kayyem, the guy who invented Norelco, I read this book once, and he was in it. And when he came in to take over that business, he looked at all their figures because they were bleeding money. And he goes, look, we got to cut down on certain stuff. And he was like, the first thing we're doing is we're taking away first-class flights. And all the students were like upset with him. He's like, why are you doing that? He's like, I'll tell you why. He's like, one, we're going to save money. He goes, two, the front of the plane lands the same time as the back of the plane.
So true.
Right.
So what's the difference?
And you know what? Yeah. It's just a blip on the radar. It's a few minutes. You get a little extra room and a few extra nuts.
No, let me tell you something. For first class back in the day was awesome.
Yeah.
Now there's nothing there. There's nothing. Unless you're flying overseas. Then you take an Ambien and you lie down and you watch some TV. You know what I mean? If you know you're going to be on there for 10 hours, then for sure first class.
Perfect. I agree with that. 100%.
And speaking of lying down and taking the Ambien.
Yeah, that's going to
happen. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Pauly Shore. Everything Pauly Shore is online at paulyshore.com. You can also link up to our Facebook via b95.com. You'll see The Breakfast Club with a link to his website. You can also go to funnybone.com. He's got 2 shows, 7:30 and 10 tonight, 7 and 10 tomorrow. The amazing actor, comedian Pauly Shore.
Nice job. Thanks for coming in, Pauly.
Looking for a ride to New York.
Oh, we'll get you one.
I like to ride with strangers.
Yeah,
maybe that should be my show. Pauly Shore riding with strangers.
That'd be great. It's kind of like comedians in cars getting coffee. Right?
They would rival it. I'd
riding with strangers.
Let's do it.
And then what am I going to ask them? Though? No one cares about these people.
No, that's why they're picking you up. They want it. They want to be asked questions.
You know what? Maybe we'll do this. We'll be riding with strangers, and then I'll have celebrity guests. And the celebrity guests can sit in the front seat, and I could be like Joe Pesci in the back, like Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
And kind of lean in and go, hey, ask him this, ask him that.
yeah, Leo Gads.
What do you think?
I think it's good. We will find you a ride. Thank you so much for stopping in.
We love you. Pauly Shore Snapchat this weekend.
Albany.
Albany Funny Bone. Bye.